All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a while since I've done this. I know. It's really hard to find things to talk about when, there's a writer strike going on. When like a majority of the content that I do is talking about TV shows and movies. It's really hard for me to talk about just video games and comics. Not that I don't like doing that, because I do. I like talking to myself like that. But it's hard. It's not easy. So I decided to do the project I've been trying to do for like a year now. Urban Sama and I were trying to do this project called Top Down, which is what this is. And Top Down is pretty much talking about like characters who can do X, Y, Z, characters who are A, B, or C. So like this episode is like who can defeat the Batman. That is the topic for Top Down. It's like a top 5 list or a top 10 list. But it has like a topic behind it. Like, it has like a story about this, because like a lot of people believe Batman is unbeatable. So I said to myself, let's talk about who can defeat the Batman. Now, I want to leave out like certain characters that I've talked about previously in the past. If you guys been following FTO Nerd Talk for the past couple of years, you know what I'm talking about. Like characters like Catman. Like, yeah, Catman has defeated Batman, but like that's an honorable mention right there. So you get like an honorable mention right off the bat. That's yours. You can grab that, put that in your pocket, because that honorable mention is yours now. Have that for yourself. Go show it to your friends. Catman. Sinister Six. Secret Six. DC Comics. If you haven't read Secret Six by Gail Simone, you really are seriously missing out, because it's one of the best DC comic books with villains and or anti-heroes inside of it. Like, it blew my mind the first time I read it. So definitely make sure you check out Secret Six if you ever get a chance to. But all that being said, let's let me pull up my list. See the sound effects I'm doing? This is this is the list of characters who can defeat the Batman. I got a little synopsis for you. While Batman is widely regarded as one of the greatest hand-to-hand combatants in the DC universe, there are characters who possess the skills, powers, and abilities to potentially defeat him in combat. Here are 10 characters who can give Batman a formidable challenge in hand-to-hand combat, along with their respective reasons. Now, I was going to say this guy for last, because, he's so awesome. I feel like, I should put him in the last spot. But you know what? Screw it. Let's put him in the first spot. First up, right off the bat, Bronze Tiger, also known as Ben Turner. He is a highly skilled martial artist and one of DC Comics' premier hand-to-hand combatants. While Batman is renowned for his exceptional combat skills, there are reasons why Bronze Tiger has the potential to defeat him in a fight. And that reason is, for one, he has done so already in the comics. Like, he has defeated Batman in hand-to-hand combat. I'm not going to cite any issues in this, because, we don't have time for that. This is a podcast. Let's just talk about who I think can beat these characters. Bronze Tiger is a great fighter. He's good at hand-to-hand. He's trained under the same people that Batman is trained under, but Bronze Tiger has, this edge about him that, he's had this determination to be great. Is it because, he's black? I don't know. Is that a reason why? It probably isn't. Probably because Ben Turner is just that good, and Batman isn't. But that's my number one spot. Number 2, Deathstroke. I know. Who saw that coming? Everyone did. If you read comics, you know Deathstroke is on this list. Slade Wilson, known as Deathstroke, is a highly skilled mercenary and assassin. He possesses enhanced strength, reflexes, and accelerated healing factor. Deathstroke tactical genius combined with an excessive combat training will provide a significant challenge for Batman. And if that ain't the truth, I don't know what is. He has that accelerated healing factor, similar to Wolverine and Deadpool's, that it can't be touched, man. And yeah, Batman and Slade have fought hand to hand a few times. Slade won some, Batman's won some. I always say that Batman is as strong as Slade is right now, but Batman's not an enhanced superhuman. That's my thinking about how Batman and Slade are. If Slade didn't have the enhancements inside of him that he does right now, I don't think Slade would stand much of a chance against Batman. Period. He'd be like Frank Castle going up against Batman, and Batman would beat the living hell out of Frank Castle. Quote me on that. So, now that Frank Castle's not on this list. So, there's that for you. Number 3, Black Panther. T'Challa, the Black Panther, is not only the king of Wakanda, but also a master martial artist. With the enhanced strength, agility, and reflexes granted by the Black Panther suit, along with his knowledge and various fighting techniques, T'Challa could match Batman blow for blow. And I wholeheartedly believe all of that. T'Challa just unstoppable, dude. Like, I think, like, there may be 4 or 5 characters. Some of them, like, you never even see in comic books after, like, the win happens. It's, that's like a trope in comic books where, like, a character's introduced and they defeat one of the main protagonists just to make that character seem cool. But, like, if the character doesn't stick, the character doesn't get to stick around. You feel me? So, like, that win is usually pointless. And that's what happened with Black Panther. There's only one character I can think about that beat Black Panther that really stuck around, and that's Kraven the Hunter. So, like, you know, tell me I'm wrong about this. I'm all here to hear about that. I'm pretty sure those of you who listen to this on YouTube, you'd be more than happy to tell me how wrong I am about that. So I'm all for hearing about that 110%. Next up, Captain America, number 4. I know. It's whatever. Let's get into it. Steve Rogers, known as Captain America, is a super soldier enhanced to peak human perfection. His superior strength, speed, and stamina, coupled with his combat training, shield skills, make him a formidable opponent who can give Batman a run for his money. I agree. We've seen it in, like, the Marvel vs. DC comic. When they first met up, fought hand to hand. It ended kind of in a tie in that I do think Steve could give Batman a run for his money. I don't think Steve like could full on beat Batman hand to hand, like, you know, 100 times. I do think, like, he can get a slight majority over Batman because there's a hand strength in that damn shield. But, like, I do think Batman would probably come out on top a few times. Like, you know what? Like, you know, say what you want to say. Like, I know. Like, it's supposed to be who can beat Batman list. He can beat him. Like, maybe 60-40. I think Batman would lose maybe 20% of the time to Captain America. But that's not bad. That's not a bad margin. Next up, number 5, Shang-Chi. Known as the master of Kung Fu, Shang-Chi is considered one of Marvel's greatest hand-to-hand combatants. His experience in martial arts, including his ability to replicate and counter any fighting style, will make for an intense and evenly matched fight against the Batman. Yes. Like, write all that down. Yes. I don't know what to say after that. Like, yeah. Like, I have no reservations about that. I do think Shang-Chi can beat the living hell out of Batman. Like, there. I said it. Like, yeah. So, yeah. Next up, Spider-Man. I know. Like, a lot of you throwing fruit and popcorn at me right now. Boo! Spider-Man can beat Batman. I know. It's whatever. Let me read it. Like, let me read it before you start throwing fruit at me. While Spider-Man possesses superhuman strength, speed, and agility, it is his spider sense and acrobatic fighting style that would give Batman a unique challenge. Spider-Man's unpredictability and wall crawling ability could provide an advantage in close quarters combat. Now, here's the thing I'm saying about this. Like, it'll probably be more of a... how do I put this? I feel like Batman would get ensnared in, like, Peter's or Miles' webs and not be able to get out for a while. But I do think, like, it'll be temporary. Like, I feel like Batman would know, like, he can't beat Spider-Man in a full-on hand-to-hand, but he would, like, use different tactics to take him down. But we're talking about hand-to-hand. So, like, hand-to-hand, I think Spider-Man has the edge on this. But, like, tactically, I think Batman would come out on top. Hey, I get, like, I'm riding Batman's cape. Like, I got 4 tattoos. Like, it's hard for me not to do that. You know what I mean? I got 4 Batman tattoos. Like, it's hard for me not to ride the dude's cape. It's hard. It's hard to do so. So, yeah, Spider-Man would beat Batman. But tactically, Batman would beat Spider-Man. Like, just putting it out there. Just making it as even as I possibly can. Next up, number 7, Wolverine. I know. I know. I talked about this in the past. Not as much talk about Catman, but I talked about this in the past. With his adamantium-laced skeleton, retractable claws, and accelerated healing factor, Wolverine is a formidable opponent for Batman. His berserker rage and relentless fighting style would test Batman's skill and endurance in a hand-to-hand combat. And I think that would be the edge. Like, seriously, I think that would be the edge. Batman would throw, like smoke grenades. He'd throw batarangs. He'd throw, like, whatever he possibly could, like, in his utility belt. Get some devices from the Batmobile. Even, like, get, like, the bat plane, the bat jet. And just, like, you know, try to take down Logan. Like, he would do all those things to try to do that. But I think at the end of the day, that endurance, of, like, the relentlessness of Logan, he would be nonstop. And, like, Wolverine will win. Like, period. Like, I hate to say it. It hurts me to say it out loud. Because, like, Wolverine's not a slouch. I'm not trying to imply that. But, fighting skills, I think Wolverine has, like, more. I think Wolverine has skills, but Batman has more skills than Wolverine. But, that endurance, man, that healing factor, I think Wolverine's healing factor is not at par with Deadpool, but it is better than Deathstroke. And I think, like, because of that, Wolverine would get the edge and, like, and just wear down Batman. Just wear him down. Whew, my goodness. Like, I'm gonna have a lot of hate mail over this one here. But you know what needed to be done? I avoided doing this one because of this reason. Because of the hate mail. I don't want to get the hate. It's supposed to be a fun little game. But, you know, fans are toxic sometimes, especially when you're talking about the Bat. Especially when you're talking about the Bat. That's why, like me personally, I had to do this because of this reason. So, next up, Daredevil. Matt Murdock, known as Daredevil, is a blind superhero with heightened senses and exceptional acrobatic and martial art abilities. His unique fighting style, combined with his agility and senses, and to sense his surroundings, will possess a significant challenge for Batman in a one-on-one fight. And there it is. Like, it's like the accelerated senses. I think Batman would have a hard time getting one up on Daredevil, because the accelerated senses that he has. Like, the fact that, like, he does have, like, those skills. Like, he's as strong as Nightwing, and Nightwing has been known to beat Batman in a hand-to-hand fight. Like, let's be honest about that. It has been known to happen. And I think, like, with the acrobatics of Daredevil and those senses enhanced, I think it gives him an edge. It just, like, it's the same kind of thing as Spider-Man. But, like, where Spider-Man, like, has, like, the super strength and the agility and the spider sense, Daredevil has, like, the acrobatics and, like, you know, the fact that he is blind and, like, all his other senses are enhanced. It find it hard for me to believe that Daredevil can't take down the Batman. I keep trying to say Deadpool. He's not even on this list. So, I don't know why I keep on trying to say that. I know, right? Deadpool's not on this list? What? Are you kidding me, dude? Yeah, he's not on this list. So, yeah. I love the fact that I can speak nerd, and I know, like, some of you out there listening to this, you're so like, wait a damn minute. Deadpool's not on this list? You kidding me? Yeah, I know, he's not. I'm sorry. Next up, number 9, Elektra. Elektra Nachos is a highly skilled assassin and martial artist with her proficiency in various martial arts and her mastery over weapons such as size. Elektra's agility, speed, and deadly precision will make her a formidable opponent for the Batman. And what I mean by that, even though Bullseye took down Elektra, even though that is the case, and even though Bullseye is also not on this list, I think Elektra could take down the Batman. Like, I do think that. Like, I was gonna swap out Elektra for Wonder Woman. I feel like Wonder Woman had, like, the super strength for a bit of an edge. Like, she's as strong as Superman. Like, come on. Like, that would be unfair to put Wonder Woman on this list. But Elektra, I know Batman's suit is, like, you know, impenetrable to certain things, but I think like Elektra will find a way to get through it. And she does have that endurance, and her skills are very much intact. The fight with Bullseye is a factor. I feel like that was just a very poorly written story, and like Elektra should never have died from Bullseye, because like later on in the comic book you see Elektra take on Bullseye again and like beat the living hell out of him. So I don't know. I think Elektra could take down the Bat. I just do. I think she can do it. I think like she has like the skills, her weaponry is very, very much intact, and I feel like her determination to win is a little bit better than Batman, a little bit higher than the Bats. So all that, yeah, I think Elektra could take down the Batman. I want to see it happen. I mean, we may never get to see it happen, but like it would be fun to see. This is what AI is for. Like AI animation, AI art is made for stuff like this. Put like verses out there like this. Like that's the fun. Don't make a Patreon page and try to make money off AI art. That's shameful. Like share it with the world, because it's supposed to be for free. You know what I mean? So whatever. Who cares? Next up, last but finally not least, should I do an honorable mention? Should I pause and do an honorable mention? All right. Like here's your honorable mention. Like Deadpool should be on this list. I know. I said he shouldn't, but he should be. Deadpool should be on this list. Bullseye should be on this list. Onyx should be on this list. Like, if I'm being 100%, should be on this list. Ghostmaker should be on this list. Horrible name, but funny name at the same time. But he should also be on this list. Iron Fist, Danny Rand should be on this list. Danny Rand has defeated Wolverine in hand-to-hand combat. Like, he should probably be on this list. Richard Dragon should probably also be on this list. And lastly, for people who should be on this list, the Karate Kid, the Legionnaire, should probably be on this list. So, didn't put any of them on here, but should all be on this list. So, lastly, and I'm pretty sure all of you know who this answer is going to be. Comic book fans definitely know who I'm going to say, the last person here. So, number 10 is Lady Shiva. I mean, come on. If you know, like, all the names I said was on this list, and all the names like I did say was on this list, you knew that Lady Shiva was coming. I mean, let's be real with each other. Come on, everybody. Let's be real. You know that. You all knew it. Like the guy in the back listening to this right now with the headphones on? Yeah, you knew. You knew about this. Not having my normal format is making me do some wild things, and I'm here for it. As one of the deadliest assassins in the DC universe, Lady Shiva possesses unparalleled combat skills and mastery over martial arts. Her ability to read opponents and adapt her fighting styles accordingly would pose a considerable threat to Batman hand-to-hand combat. Now, if that's not like the wisest thing ever said, I don't know what is. I just don't. Like, I thought about putting Taskmaster on this, but I feel like it'd be a cheap thing to do. Like, he just copies people's moves. Like, if you just blind him, like, he can't do anything. Like, oh no, he can fight, but he doesn't see anybody. Whatever. Like, that's not like, you know, like a cop out on his. Like he just copies people's moves. That's all he does. So that's why I put him on the list. But Lady Shiva, I feel like I can't say much more about Lady Shiva that I haven't said already. And, like, you know, and Cassandra Cain, I guess. Like, I should have put Cassandra Cain on this list as well. Like, that was a faux pas on my part. Because she has also beaten Batman. Just being honest. So, that's it. That's the list. And this is partly why I never wanted to do, like, the video format for YouTube and put that out there, because I know how, like, I was going to just, like, branch off and just start talking about other stuff. And, like, editing a video like that, I don't have, like, the wherewithal to do that right now. But a podcast, I can do that all day. Like, right? I can do this all day. I can do this all day. Woo-hoo! If you like this, you want to hear more like this, let me know. Make sure you leave some comments on YouTube, because that's the only place you can leave comments on a podcast. It's on my YouTube page. So make sure you hit up FTO Nerd Talk on YouTube. Leave a comment. What should the next one be? Because honestly, as of right now, I got absolutely nothing on the list. Let's see what I got. Top 10. Top 10. Yeah, nothing. Like, seriously, I got absolutely nothing on my top 10 list right now. So, especially for comics, I got nothing. So yeah, that's that on all that, because I want to focus a little bit more on comics. I know I gotta focus on the games, like top 10 Mario games, I guess. I don't know. See, like even me saying that out loud just sounds boring. So that's not really my wheelhouse, man. Like doing like top 10 rank stuff, it's irrelevant in my eyes. That's why it's called top down, not top 10. You see? You see how I've plastered that out there? It's not a top 10 list, it's a top list. It's got 10 characters inside of it. Yeah, or 5, because if I want to do a short episode and just be done with it, there's that. You feel me? So I do miss doing a podcast. I really do. This writer strike is sucking big time. I did get a chance to watch Star Trek Strange New World, and I got to see the episode where Boimler and Mariner show up. It was so cool. It was so cool. I loved it so much. Oh my God, I loved it so much. Seeing them real, it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. Like seeing them hang out with Pike and like the rest of the crew. It was, my God. This is not a promotion. This is me nerding out. Like, I loved it. I've been watching My Adventures of Superman. Why is it so good? It's like watching this show is like watching a Superman adventure mixed in with like a Steven Universe kind of feel with a hint of Gravity Falls inside of it. And I gotta tell you, I am so 100% here for this. Like, it plays so well. The characters are all likable. Even the characters you're not supposed to like are really cool. You can see familiar characters out there like with a new imagination to them. Like Amanda Waller's a part of this. Slade Wilson's in this. But like, you wouldn't know it's Slade until they say his name. You feel me? So good. But yeah, that's the show. Make sure you guys check me out on FTO Nerd Talk. I'm going to be at Dragon Con this year, so hey, going to be at Dragon Con. Let me know. Until next time, take it easy. Hey guys, D here of FTO Nerd Talk. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends about FTO Nerd Talk. Got a lot of different shows for all of you. Make sure you tune in every week for a brand new episode. Take it easy.